Have you ever met someone for the first time and you're instantly thinking, man, I really dig this person. I really like their energy. I really love their vibe. Or the opposite effect where you're like, man, I don't know what's up with this person, but I just don't like their aura. I don't like their energy and what they're vibing right now. You're not alone. You're not crazy. We're human. And that's sort of our intuition kicking into play. So today we're talking about the weird, wonderful world of first impressions. And we're going to talk about how we can actually create a killer first impression. So this book, Captivate, this is part 2 of what I'm trying to share right now, is The Science of Succeeding with People. Loving this book by Vanessa. All right. So in this chapter, and I've got some notes, so please forgive me if I look towards this way because my notes are on this screen here. And I want to break down what my learnings are from today. So our brain is a judgy little gremlin. It actually judges people very quickly. Yes, and we do judge book by its covers. And so there was a Harvard study done by 2 researchers. Let me get the name right. Nalini Ambady and Robert Rosendo. They did a study where they showed a muted video clip, a 10-second muted video clip to outsiders. And the video clip was of a teacher teaching a room, muted. And then no sound, no words, just vibes. And then they asked the participants to rate the professor. Okay, then they get the results back, and then they cut the clip to 5 seconds. And the 5-second clip had the same results. And what they found is that they saw it within 2 seconds. Yes, within 2 seconds, our brain decides very quickly whether we are going to vibe with that person and decide whether we're going to welcome them or we're going to be distanced from them. Yes, our brains are little judgy little things, aren't they? So what our brain does from a pure historical DNA ancestral style analytics, because there's a supercomputer going on right now, right? It's basically doing 3 things. The first thing it does is that, are you a friend or a foe? Very quickly, it's doing that. Secondly, it feels whether you're a winner or a loser. So do you have confidence, or you showing body language that is more like passive? And then thirdly is, are you an ally or an enemy? Now, if you tick all 3 boxes, and our brain does it very, very quickly, yes, like AI, approved, I like you. And if there's something that's off, we instantly have suspicion, all right? So if you can nail all 3, awesome, huge. So here is the science. Here's the 3 tricks that she talks about in this book, which I do completely agree with. The first hack is your hands, your magical hands, yes. And her team has done an extensive study on TED Talkers, for example. They found that the best TED Talks, because you're watching them on video most of the time, the best TED Talkers do 465 hand gestures. They have the most popular videos on YouTube, and they're always engaging with their hands. The worst, the one that don't perform so well, they do about 272, so half of it. And the top tier, the elites like Simon Sinek and all that, they do about 600 hand gestures throughout their videos. So that's what I'm practicing, hand gestures, okay? So what does hand gesture mean? Hand gestures means trust. Yes, it's an instinct built into us from caveman years, where during our ancestors, when we're meeting someone new for the first time, if their hands are not exposed and their hands are behind them or in their pocket, they could be carrying a weapon, they could be carrying a rock, they could be carrying a sharp knife like this. If I was keeping my hands here, you're not going to feel the same energy. You're like, what's going on? Why is he keeping his hands there? But if my hands are always exposed and like this, it's a much more trustworthy signal. So tip number 1 is your hands. When you're meeting someone, hands are out, hands are exposed. I know us guys love to put our hands in our hoodie pockets or in our pockets, in our pants pockets, in our jeans pockets, but let your hands show. It is it opens and it basically opens up trust. All right. So hands are the first things, and please avoid hands in pockets. All right. All right. Secondly, about handshakes. Yes, handshake is not dead. Handshake is a great way to actually connect very quickly with people. Why? Because when there's hand-to-hand contact, it creates a automatic chemical in our body called oxytocin. Oxytocin is also known as the love hormone. Oxytocin is also called the trust hormone. Oxytocin just basically is the feel-good hormone that we want. And hand-to-hand touching like this is much more better than a fist bump like this. So she teaches in the book, right, that a great handshake is firstly dry. So if you're like me and sometimes you get sweaty hands, recommendation is to have a napkin and try and get that off. Or if you're in an event where you're holding a champagne glass or beer, have a napkin around your hand holding the beer. So when you're meeting someone new, automatically straight away when you shake their hand, it's going to be hopefully dry. So dry hand. Secondly, firm handshake, right? So a firm handshake, like have you ever like tried to like buy a peach or an orange and testing if it's ripe, and you do that little squeeze, whether it's firm or not? That's a nice firm handshake. The worst handshake, my God, and this happened to me last week, where someone gives you a dead fish. It's like, hi, how are you? Yeah, no. A nice firm handshake, my friends. So handshakes, not dead. Fist bump, yes, I know we live in the world of fist bump. Totally get it. But handshake, if you're meeting someone new, is definitely the provocative because it creates oxytocin. And that's what I intend to do. And I do that a lot when I'm in the gym meeting new people. All right. The second hack through your body language to make a killer first impression is your stance. So what it means is when you come into a room, body language, right? Hands out, hands like, here to the side, your chest a little bit slightly up to, it's like that Superman stance, but without the cape. That's what you actually want to do. So stance, yep, as you come in, because when when you see someone walk into a room with a great presence, you know that their chest is slightly elevated. Their head is a little bit tilted, not like this, but it's slightly there, and they're just walking through and they somehow control the room. So stand like a superhero. Stand like a superhero without the cape, but the chin not so high, okay? And shoulders back a little bit, arms relaxed and open. That is the second part of this, all right? Okay, so stand like a winner. Stand with confidence, all right? Third thing, and the last thing, eye contact. And let me check my notes. All right. So eye contact, not the creepy type. Not the creepy type like that, staring into your soul. More like the warm, engaging, confident type. All right. So there is a YouTube channel called The Liberators. You can check them out. They did a huge experiment where they had 100,000 people participate in the actual experiment, where they had strangers sit across from each other for a minute, just staring at each other's eyes. And my God, just staring into someone's eyes without saying any word, non-verbal cues, and just staring at them. Yes, people wept, people felt more connected, and it's just a great way to bond with someone. So when you see someone and you make eye contact with them, like good, solid, trustworthy eye contact, it makes you more trustworthy, likable, and more charismatic. So the rule of eye contact is we aim to have eye contact 60 to 70% of the time when we're talking to someone, a friend, someone that we just met. Tips for that would also be to notice their eye color. So look at them, look at their beautiful eyes, look at their eye color, be amazed in it, and be interested. And thirdly, don't look over their shoulder. Don't look over their shoulder, glancing at the environment behind them, okay? And my tip, if you're looking at and you're getting engaged with someone, put away your phone. Your phone is a total distraction, especially when you're looking at your phone, Okay, so put away your phone. So the recap for today is we're talking about killer first impressions and how to make it. One of the best ways to do it is non-verbal clues. Our body language does it immediately. So, going to do a quick recap here. Hands are visible. Hands are visible, all right? Hands are visible means I'm not a threat. I'm not carrying anything. Easy. Yes, you're not carrying anything, but in today's day and age, of course not. But open hands creates I'm not a threat. I'm open. I'm here. Open body, I'm confident. I'm a winner. Okay? Third one, eye contact means I care. I'm interested. Tell me more. All right? And that's how you go into a room and that's how you engage, whether it's a friend's house or a new event that you're going to. It basically creates this vibe of you can trust me. I've got good energy. I've got good vibes. Let's connect. That's the main takeaway from chapter 2 on how to make a killer first impression, which I love. I love to bits. The other part I actually want to add to this, and this is the fourth thing, is intention. If you have positive energy running through your system and you're vibing with yourself and you believe that you deserve to be there and you want to have a good time and you come with that energy inside your being, that will come out as well. So going back to what we spoke about yesterday in the environment, if you are in a thriving environment, that energy is going to be up. So combining a thriving environment along with positive body language that you are going to express to the environment that you're going to go to, people are going to feel it 100%. I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. All right. So some things to take away and some things to learn and some things to think about. I want y'all to try this, all right? Because she gave me this homework as well. Do a handshake audit, meaning that practice with your friends or your family on a handshake and ask them for feedback. Be brave about it. Who cares? It's just feedback. It's just a handshake, all right? Practice body language. Practice being open, hands out. Yes, using your hand gestures when you're talking to people, being more engaging with the people that you are with, and then practice eye contact. 60 to 70% of the time, look in. Yes, tell me more. Oh, I love that. Can you tell me a bit more about that particular point? Oh, I see. Yes. So practice that. Let me know how it goes. But that's how you're going to make a killer first impression without having to talk. Your body language does a lot of it already. So appreciate you guys. That's my learnings from today's chapter. It's actually quite wonderful reading this book. So I'm learning a lot, and the best way to learn is to also share. So hopefully what I'm sharing with you guys today helped. And we'll talk more tomorrow on chapter 3 and what I'm going through with chapter 3. So appreciate you. Have a great one. Hopefully that benefits someone out there today. And we'll talk more. Cheers. Peace out.